Hello my friends, Big Dog Beeve here. Oh, it's a wonderful day. Why is it a wonderful day? Because you're looking at a case. Yeah, I know you've all probably said, oh, we've seen this case before. Well, no you haven't. This case is just a little bit bigger than the other one that I've had. And that is not an S. That is an M. That is right. I have picked up a Springfield XDM. I know in the past I've actually alluded to this. I honestly don't remember what video it was, and I don't know if anybody even saw it, but I had mentioned that I had a gun that I was working on getting, and here it is. Well, without any further ado, let's open it up and show you what's in the case. Okay, here it is. This is the Springfield XDM 5.25 in 45 ACP. I wasn't really going to do an unboxing because, I mean, there's a ton of those out there online and on YouTube, and you can see it for yourself, but just real quick, obviously. Paddle holster, double mag, the extra back straps, comes with extra fiber optic pipes, comes with this little tool that looks like one of those like breast cancer awareness things, or any of those ribbon type deals. That's for adjusting the sights, because this is fully adjustable sights. Of course, it comes with a lock and a brush and a Allen key, so you can adjust the holsters. I very rarely ever take that stuff out of the package because I have no need for the locks. So, excuse me. It comes with 3 13-round mags. Interesting side note, I actually purchased, Springfield was having a 30% off sale during the Christmas holidays here from their store directly, and I ended up getting 3 more mags for a gun I hadn't even owned yet. But here is the big boy. So I'm going to take this out. I'm also going to take one of the mags out just to show you. Okay, and we're going to close the case and just move it off to the side here. As this is going to be my competition gun, I have some very large plans for this. Some very lofty plans, as it were. There's a couple things I was thinking about doing, and I'm kind of waffling a little bit. I was actually going to consider doing the color fill on the side, on the slide here, like I did with my XDS. But I thought, no, because I have plans for Cerakoting the slide with a design. And we'll get into that later. I'm not going to ruin that surprise. If it happens, it happens. Also, I'm right now deciding on whether I want to stipple this area here and here. I have grip tape that I'm actually going to be putting on here. But I was thinking about the whole stippling. It's like, well, what if the grip tape doesn't work? Then I can still use the stipple. But my problem with stippling is that it's permanent. Okay? You can't get it back out again. So, it's... I'm still deciding on that. Okay? The trigger's coming out. I'm going to put in a powder river. You know what? Hang on. Let me just show you guys what I'm going to do. Alright, step 1. Let's go back to the beginning. Step 1 is the XDM for competition. It's going to get frog lubed. Okay? I am flat out going to use frog lube on this gun. I've heard all great things about it, so that's going to happen first. Okay? After the frog lubing, I am going to install the Powder River Precision drop-in trigger kit, and we'll do a whole video on that series. So we'll get more information on that as it comes out. I am going to be installing the Powder River Extreme grips, just like I did on my XDS, except these are the sand. Those are not the, what do you call it? Oh, Lord. They're not the rubber ones that were on the XDS. I also have, from Powder River, a Don's stainless steel guide rod. This will replace the factory hollow guide rod. So it does add a little bit of weight, but it's still IDPA legal because it's not a tungsten guide rod. This isn't a significant amount of weight that's going to put it over the weight restrictions. Let's see, what else did I have? Oh yes, of course, silly me. From Pistol Gear, I got these slam pads that I'm going to see how they work on the magazines. That extends the base just a little bit, especially if you're competing. When you drop these on the ground and it lands, it'll land on this, so you have a better chance of not cracking just a plastic base plate. And finally, for this round of modifications, I'll be installing a pistol gear mag well in silver. I know that might look a little weird on a black gun, but again, I have other plans for this thing, such as I am considering putting in an extended grip safety. I am going to probably consider putting in an extended slide lock lever, and those I'm probably also going to do in that stainless steel, that silver type color, to kind of offset some of the blackness that is this evil black gun. So there it is. That's it. Real quick, why did I do it in 45? Because if I did it in 9mm, which most people seem to do, the 9mm is great. Excuse me. I don't own any 9mm anymore. I reload 45, and that's where the advantage comes in for the 45, I think. I can shoot this in IDPA. I can shoot this in Custom Defensive Pistol, CDP, because it's a 45, as long as my loads make power factor, which we've all been through before with my 1911, that all my loads that I have should make power factor with 5 grains of bullseye underneath a 200 grain plated semi-wad cutter. Here's the good news. The 1911 doesn't always want to run these. I've had no problems, heard of no problems with Springfield running semi-wad cutters, which is great. Also, now that goes back to, I can run this in CDP. I can also run this in ESP, in the Enhanced Service Pistol in IDPA. Here's the interesting news. If I can get it to cycle a 200 grain semi-wad cutter, or even round nose, which, not that you guys really need to see, but there's one there. A 200 grain bullet only needs to make power factor of 125,000, only needs to be traveling at about 625 feet per second. So can you imagine a 45 shooting something about, say, let's just say 650 to be on the safe side, 650 feet per second. If I can get that to cycle reliably in here, I could compete with any 9mm on the market. So that's the thought behind the 45. On top of that, I like big bullets. I'm a big guy. I love big bullets. So welcome to our new series. Our new series is going to be working on and upgrading our brand new XDM. I did want to show everyone one thing real quick before we stop. One thing that I really like about the XDM is the way the magazine ejects. Now, on most guns, and I've had this problem with my 1911 in that sometimes I have to strip the mag clean because it just didn't want to go. It gets grimed up, gutted, whatever. What I really like about the XDMs, or XD series at all, is when you eject the mag, it just shoots out. I mean, let's do it upside down here, okay? Upside down, ready? Watch the mag. I mean, this thing ejects with such force that, you know, even upside down, it really does a good job. So if I'm sitting there, trying to do this here so you can see it, you know, the bang, 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 okay, we're at slide lock, boom. I mean, that's right out. That is right out of the gun. So I'm loving it. This'll, I really think this'll, hopefully this'll really help with my competing, in that it'll now be the gun and not so much me. That, you know, it's now if there's a problem, it's the shooter, which, you know, is mostly expected. So, plus, I'm really hoping then that I don't have any more of those failures like I had in a couple of my other videos. So there you go, folks. Brand new Springfield XDM 5.25 in 45 ACP. Gonna get it all ready for the season, when the new IDPA season starts in March. The idea is I'm going to get this thing all ready to go. You're obviously going to see the upgrades as we go, and once I have it pretty much ready to go there, off to the range we go. Going to start dropping rounds through this thing as much as possible, get it feel for it, get the rear sight adjusted, get this set up so that come March, I'm ready to go. Alright guys, Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time. Stay tuned. Gonna have a lot of great stuff coming up with this gun. Thanks a lot.